out, and I think it's a good matchup
Nggak
against
akan
the
kesian,
Kenny.
nggak lagi ya, aman ya.
On the other side,
hijau lagi nih.
the Novaria provides the additional range, and you want to get that vision play with FUT Esports. Not too sure about this Novaria. I'm not sure if they picked it up before, but it is interesting.
I think it's a solid pick against the X-Borg. I think it's a solid pick against the short-range Kimmy. It's something that can just hang out in the back line. It's never really under threat of the Minotaur. It's never really under the threat of getting hit by a big Last and Sandy unless you get some crazy range. Or find some crazy angle. The Novaria, yes, it's not a super popular pick right now, but it could be just what FUT Esports need to take advantage in this draft. But there is that Beatrix pick that we saw yesterday.
Yeah, back to basics with the Beatrix. And I think, honestly though, this X-Borg could be flexed into the EXP lane, and then DreamAX Girls could pick something. Okay, so they're going for the Terizla instead. So going more team fight heavy, and it's all situated down in a particular location. Penalty zone, Last Insanity, No One's Fury, all down into one ground. But then this is no insurance for like that split map play or cross map plays, but FUT Esports has a lot of movement, has a lot of mobility. That is something that DMX really needs to watch out for. Last thoughts before we get started. I think FUT Esports definitely, this split push mechanic, this high mobility might be able to win out DMX. And looking at how aggressive they were, I think in the early game they're able to create the same kind of pressure onto DreamAX Girls.
Yeah,
it's all over.
Last pick Joy with the flex of the Basha into the roam position. So in the beginning, it's we're going to steal this Basha away from you, not let you have it. We know what you want to try to go for here. They called it right, forced DreamAX Girls into an X-Borg pick instead of getting a better utility pick. I don't know. I think the even though Novaria pick is very niche, I can't see how they're going to get to it. You know, how are DreamAX Girls going to close that distance? Even with the Terizla, it doesn't have a long enough range with that.
Oke guys, itu dia draftnya guys ya. Tadi naon draftnya.
I mean, the only real way is take out everyone and then find Novaria at the end. It's going to take a bit of time for that to come online, but you have the Joy to make up for that. You have other heroes on the map to make up for that. I like FUT Esports draft here.
Yeah, I actually do like FUT Esports draft a little bit better. At least they have some form of insurance in the lane pressures, but for DreamAX Girls, you're taking the fight over to them. It's a full-on clash composition. You want to fight? Here we are. Let's take that fight and let's pummel on. FUT Esports, I think they're starting things off a little bit more defensively, just because of that Kimmy, just because of that early game damage. It makes it a little bit harder for Zendaya to get that wave clear.
All right, DMX should be able to clear these waves a bit faster on the mid side. Look for the rotations early on. Roamer and mid lane are both kind of splitting it up as Pick Me High goes down to the bot side to maybe help Blaze Kitty out.
So far, slow rotations from FUT Esports as DreamAX Girls starting to ramp up the aggression, taking all the jungle creeps away from FUT Esports as Maria slowly but surely seeping in. And
jangan sambil
again,
ngereng,
I think
tai
the
lah
strategy
Ajik
is
deal, kakak-kakak
similar.
play sliding si
Instead of the
Ajik.
gold lane, they want to push all the resources onto the EXP side, make sure that they win out, and make sure Day has an easier time so that the objective takes, especially the first turtle, would be in DMX's hands.
Those meteors will start to add up. Pick Me High's
Oh,
gonna have
9
to watch
eh.
out for
9
him.
lah.
Zendaya, she's as good of a shot as she is with that feathered airstrike.
Dapat 9 lagi.
It could be dangerous the farther this game goes on.
Yeah. A little bit of a tricky situation as the turtle spawns up in 5 seconds. Maria already in position. And DreamAX Girls, they are 4 members within that turtle pit. I think FUT Esports has to play it slower. Try to test the waters a little bit, throw a rod and see whether there's a bite.
I do like the approach from DreamAX Girls. Lucy now gets a knock up on Nora. Nora maybe in a little bit of trouble, but in comes the penalty zone. A lot of damage on Lucy. Nora falls. Maria able to take the turtle though and take out Lucy next. It's a 2-for-1 plus a turtle. Angelus will be next to fall. MIEKO 1-0-0, 3 kills on the board for FUT Esports.
It all started again with Unohana setting things up. 4-man knockup, or should I say 4-girl knockup.
Ini ada 9-10-11.
Demonic
9 dulu guys.
getting that Inferno pursuit onto all of them, setting things up for Mireille.
Makanya nonton bioskop sama popcorn kan aneh.
Esports, as much as they are a dive heavy team, as
Jelas dia aja nulis
potential, they are winning out on DreamAX Girls, and this isn't looking good for a clash.
Sarapan dah.
FUT Esports with a 1.3k gold lead. DMX on the back foot, and it felt like before that turtle, they were really coming into this match kind of spread out, staying on their side of the river, not trying to get too aggressive, but FUT Esports is bringing the aggression to them.
Mereka kersukuran tapi bisa nonton aneh.
This time around, 50 seconds till
Syukuran
the
naon
next
sih?
turtle spawns up as FUT Esports wants to try to avoid as much clashes as possible. Yes, they won on that previous turtle.
Dia sumpah ku aing sliding sih anjing.
But at the same time, FUT Esports just want to find the objectives, wait for MIEKO to get online with the Trinity before things really start to go crazy.
All right, Blaze Kitty drops bombs down on Anora. Vision is locked on from Zendaya in the back line. MIEKO takes a couple shots to the face, but FUT Esports backs off. They know they have the chokehold on. They can just slowly kind of push in onto these lanes. We're only 4 minutes in.
Good respect, good discipline coming in from DMX. They know that Unohana is already making her way down into that clash. 10 seconds till the turtle spawns up. Does look like DMX are in a better position contest for this, but on the bottom side.
Blaze Kitty saved by a nick of space, by a couple of frames. Unohana in the backside though, with Infernal Pursuit. Does lock on to Lucy, on to Dor, on to Day. Penalty zone does come out, but it's unable to really do much. Unohana still harassing in the backside. Maria able to secure it. And down goes Angela. Everyone's collapsing onto her, nor able to get the kill. Day might just be next as pick behind. Split up from the group. Down to the boss side, MIEKO though.
Mana itu Oracle?
Blaze Kitty, but Maria finally drops. The battle is stretched too far, and FUT Esports loses 2 members.
I want to say, you put Unohana on Uranus, put her on Esmeralda, put her on anything, and she won V5.
Batur banget semua dia, mana acan?
Time for Maria to get that turtle, but unfortunately though, they stayed a little bit too long, and FUT Esports, they lose 2 members, but no matter though, MIEKO down on that lane. Already 500 gold lead for this MOSKOV, and it's a late game potential. I think DMX just has to buy more time. 10 minutes, 12 minutes, wait till Beatrix comes online and Blaze Kitty will blast everything up.
Yeah, the moving gun does come in early for Blaze Kitty, but the range isn't going to be enough to take out MIEKO. MIEKO winning it out in the 1v1. DMX needs to be careful the farther they go into this match. That goal lead is escaping them faster and faster.
Yeah, on 1v1, man, MIEKO just soloed Blaze Kitty. It's not looking so good for DREAMAX girls at this point, but there is a saving grace. As much as the side lanes are applying a lot of pressure, DREAMAX girls, they need to play clash heavy compositions, and I think that 30 seconds in and the turtle getting spawned up might be the best shot that DREAMAX girls can have to sort of like have that gold advantage. Clashing on the turtle.
Yang nonton 2, yang like 1, gimana sih guys?
Not defensive enough. As Maria gets the kill down on the boss side though. A nice spirit gets
masuk bos. Wah. Ajik, Kilo, MIEKO, kasih tau. Wah, ereksi kah? Wah, bener. Yang di flickerin so. Nice. Kena outplay guys ya.
That backup from FUT Esports, Unohana again, deathless, by so much time for the SOD to come in, and from the top of the map coming through, they managed to save that T1 bottom. Yes, it's not a very valuable resource, it's sort of like the tip of your pinky finger, but it's still a huge resource. Right now, they can't open up that map, and DREAMAX girls, they're still playing from behind. 2,400 goal lead for FUT Esports at this point. Nora, they look for a target.
Nora comes in on Day. Infernal Pursuit locks on Day as well. Penalty zone does come down and locks on to Nora. Pick behind, just trying to get some free shots off Angela. Just trying to back off at this point. Doesn't want to use the last insanity. They were just looking for a tower, and now they're going to hit and run. Day in the mid side, taking the tower for herself.
Good trades, and Dea knows that she can't make it in time on our top side. Angelise
doesn't even have time to use the last insanity.
Zendaya with a snipe.
Close shot on Angelise. DREAMAX girls is looking similar to game number 1.
DMX opened up that purple buff all the way, and FUT Esports, they're taking control. The purple buff might be contested in the next couple minutes. But man, DreamAX Girls are losing so much resources, and this might be the tipping point. They want to look for clashes, but FUT Esports, they're so spread out. They start the fights, waste all their resources onto Unohana, onto MIEKO, onto Nora. They can't do anything once the Goon Squad comes in yet again. Like Maria will swoop in, will dive in. Zendaya understands the trades. You're having a fight on the top side. I can't reach that. Let's go for the T1s instead. At DreamAX Girls, they look for the fights, yes, but they are forgetting all of these major objectives.
Oh, good damage on Maria there. Pick Me High is starting to output a little bit more, but all vision is now locked on.
Masuk dah. Yolo.
Connects. Pick Me High gone. Day into the backside.
MOSKOV sih anjing musingkeun.
Day just trying to create some space. Last standing takes out Maria. And now
Weh,
Day
weh,
still
weh.
all alone. Can he get the final shot? Knows, and Day
Wah.
snipes him out of existence.
Good target prior from FUT Esports though. They know that MIEKO needs to stay alive, so they retargeted their resources. But DreamAX Girls, that is a worthy
MIEKO na survive kayaknya deh.
clash. They might have been able to win this if Pick Me High didn't get exploded down to smithereens by the SOD coming in from MIEKO as well.
Gerak balik deal, baru deal.
Spawned up. DreamAX
Aturan ya,
Girls
obat
not
RESTREAM ya.
ready. They don't have day. They don't have any setups. And FUT Esports, they're blitzing this down.
I don't think there's anything DreamAX Girls can do about this. You know, we said it before this match started. It's going to be so hard for DMX Girls to get to that back line. And even with a great penalty zone by Day, Day's all alone at that point. There's nothing she can do against MIEKO and another member. If she was able to get that kill, it would have been a saving grace. But every time, especially when you're behind this far in gold, it's tough to make those plays happen.
I think it's all according to plan. DreamAX Girls has a draft that is super defensive. So if the Lord comes in, FUT Esports commits all in underneath the turrets, inside their base, DreamAX Girls might be able to overturn and counter this entire game and try to get that comeback. But FUT Esports, they're far ahead, 4,900 at this point.
Zendaya.
To that T2 bot, Nora just giving them some space. That's so much, call it intimidation, call it fear, but that is just one box here. Just pushing everyone away.
Damage-nya sakit tuh, Sok. MIEKO nggak melefikkan.
Are just taking away more and more health with every minute that passes. Lord does connect onto the tower. FUT Esports looking for the kill shot.
They're coming in.
Vitality bukannya udah play off ya?
They want to play it defensive. They know that they can't afford to go too close to the sun. These DreamAX Girls struggling to keep things afloat. They're too far ahead, but they're forcing.
Day goes down. Another snipe shot from Zendaya from the back line. As this goes on, Unohana's on the bot.
Unohana's.
Ways, FUT Esports are circling like sharks right now. Just waiting for a moment to bite. More damage on the tower. Lucy tries to dive forward, unable to connect with any members of FUT Esports. DreamAX Girls try to reposition and pair themselves for the next jump. And look at the damage from Zendaya, bringing Blaze Kitty down to about half health. MIEKO dashes in. Nora to the backside, trying to lock on to Blaze Kitty.
Wah, Nora mati dong itu.
Probably going to go down for that.
Fraxton anjir.
Bit past she could handle.
But DreamAX Girls, they're stranded. They're stuck on a boat, and FUT Esports, they're really circling like sharks. I mean, that was a worthy sacrifice, but Maria comes in.
Nice Minoan's Fury though on Maria. SOD does come through and MIEKO's in the midst of it.
Wah, anjing MIEKO.
Misplay. Finds Lucy, but Blaze Kitty gets the kill.
Nggak kena, Cok.
Looking for Unohana. Another member down. It's nothing but Zendaya left.
Blaze Kitty.
Of FUT Esports.
4 members down for FUT. As DreamAX Girls, like I said, the defense is coming through. They might be stuck in a boat, but they're in a boat with guns, baby. Blast Kitty's coming online. She's locked in, ready to go. Let's take a look at replay, see what happened. So they start things off with MIEKO locking Pick Me High down to the wall, but Blast Kitty's just blasting them from the backside. MIEKO jumped a little bit too close. He doesn't know that Blast Kitty has the win of nature.
Yeah, MIEKO should not have came in there. I think she had to know her limits. Yes, there's a huge gold lead, but you can't just jump in the middle of 4 members like that. You got to be a little more careful. This could give some time and space back to DMX. The gold lead has significantly dropped, and it's going to get a little bit harder for FUT Esports to keep on pushing in.
Lord spawned up. DreamAX Girls trying to get in position. They know they might be able to win this 2,500 gold deficit, but look at where MIEKO is as she's pushing down bottom side.
Oh, sekarang main semua ya.
Nice damage. Zendaya continues to snipe away. Unohana gonna get knocked up by the Minoan's Fury. Last Insanity comes in as well. Angel's able to take out, but MIEKO on the backside.
Wah, anjir, MIEKO ngeri.
Make it 3, Angelus. There's no escape for you today.
Wah,
Cycling through.
nah ini sih ente sih.
That's gonna be it. Pick me high all alone. Lucy
it's
goes
one more
down
member.
max. Triple kill for MIEKO. As Maria jumps into the backside. All
Bottom
the members down for DREAMAX girls. FUT Sports will take the series.
They're just gunning it down. As Latam
Gelo guys.
will
Itu dia
not
MIEKO,
survive the
MOSKOV-nya.
wrath of Turkey as they get sent home by
Kelas.
FUT.
Kelas King.
What a series. FUT Sports continues to get strong.